Hello guys, so welcome to KO Tutorials. Here I'm coming up with a small tutorial on 3D modeling and texturing a old garage in 3ds Max. So this tutorial is basically for beginners. So what we'll be doing over here, we'll be modeling this in 3ds Max and we'll be unwrapping it over here and taking this file into Substance Painter for texturing purpose. So let's get started. So very first of all, let's take a plane. So I'm creating this tutorial on viewers request. So let's take a box over here. Let's go into this. So let's convert to editable poly. Let's just zoom it. And I'll go over here. Let's take a swift loop. So I'll just add a swift loop over here. Let's go down. I'll click over here. I'll add again I'll go over here. Let's select this vertices. I'll slightly push it up in this way. So let's go over here, slightly shuffle this up. Again I'll add over here in this way. Now let's again take a swift loop. I'll take a swift loop over here. So if you want, we can add this details later on as well. So I can add this details later on. First, the main thing what we need to do over here. So again I'll go over here and I'll add a swift loop. Again drag it over here. Again drag it like this. Drag it like this. And I can create one shape over here. So again I'll go over here. Let's select this and I'll slightly extrude it a bit inside and I'll click OK over here. I'll select this and I can just delete it as required. Okay, so I can just cap this element in this way. Now what I can do over here is like so if you want, what I can do is instead of directly extruding it, I'll put one small loop over here and now I will extrude it a bit inside. That would be much better. Okay, this looks okay. So again I'll select this. Let's just drag it over here. Let's again take a swift loop. Let's go over here. Again I will add this elements. Again I will select this and I can slightly just extrude it inside over here. That can be done. So now again I'll go over here, I'll add one swift loop over here and onto the top. Again I will add one swift loop. So select this and again extrude it. I can just drag it a bit inside if needed. Alright, if you need it you can create it, or else that's totally okay. So again I'll go over here. What I can do over here is like, I'll again take a swift loop. Now let's go over here. I'll just drag it a bit back over here in this way. So again I'll select this and let's extrude it inside. Again let's take a swift loop. Alright. So let's select the polygons. Okay, if you need it, again I'll just select this and I'll slightly push it over here. And let's place a loop. So select this again and extrude it a bit inside. Okay, that looks better. So let's go to over here. Let's select this loop over here. I'll just make it a gray color. Let's extrude it by local normal and let's drag it out. So I can just drag this out. Alright, this looks better now. Let's go to the top front view or side view, I'm sorry. Let's take a line. So I'll go over here. I can create a roof over here. So what I can do is I can just make it as uneven very first of all. So what I'll do is I'll again go over here, I'll mirror it, copy it in x-axis and I'll just drag it over here. So let's select this and this. So first select this and let's give attach over here. Select the vertices, I'll just fuse it. So I'll just weld the vertices. So I can just slightly resize it. Again select the vertices. Alright. And let's go into this and let's give smooth. Oh, that's better. So once it is done, let's go into this, and let's give a extrude modifier. So I can just assign a extrude modifier right over here in this way. Okay, looks better. So I can just save this file once. So this would be more of a rusty kind of stuff. Let's go into this. Let's take a box. So convert to poly. So let's select this. I'll drag it a bit inside. Select the vertices. So I'll drag it down. So I'll just slightly push it in this way, and I'll make a copy of it. Okay, I'll just make it look separately. So I'll just push it in this way. You can push it more inside. That looks better. Let's again press Shift and make a copy of it. So guys, if any doubts, please put it in the comment section over here. So please like and subscribe my YouTube channel if you're not subscribed yet. So we'll continue the rest of the part in the coming tutorial. So thanks for watching this tutorial.